Hey y'all, it's Heel Heat time.
Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles and this is a special Heel Heat editorial, I guess you could call it. The topic we're going to talk about is the hot button topic in wrestling today. Early this morning, it was broke that Hulk Hogan was being fired from the WWE. His records, everything was taken off of their website. His merchandise taken down to sell. As the news kept breaking, we found out that Hulk Hogan has recordings of Hulk Hogan saying racist remarks, specifically about a man that his daughter Brooke was supposedly dating. I'm not going to repeat the remarks here. It's out there if you want to go listen to it. Everybody can. You can read the transcripts. It's been all over the internet. I'm going to talk about it myself from my point of view. I've never been a huge Hulk Hogan fan. Even as a kid, during the Hulkamania's height back in the 80s, I always liked other people. I always liked Roddy Piper more. The Road Warriors I liked more. There were other guys that just piqued my interest more than him. Hulk Hogan was always the guy, though. He was always the main man. To come from such a high pedestal and to fall this far from grace, it's kind of sad and kind of depressing for someone like myself. Yeah, he wasn't my favorite, but he's always been the guy. He's been Hulk Hogan. The name is synonymous with professional wrestling. The name's synonymous with the WWE. I mean, there's no bigger name other than maybe The Rock and Steve Austin in the history of professional wrestling. The things that I want to talk about and I want to point out here, first off, what he said was in a private conversation with friends. Now, was he right or wrong to say it? Definitely wrong. I'm not saying the words that came out of his mouth were proper. I'm not saying that the words that came out of his mouth were anything that should be said in mixed company. But as you guys know, out there, when you get around your friends, you say stuff, whether it be for comedic value, whether it be how you really feel, or you're just angry, that you don't necessarily mean. We've all been to that point where we've said a racial slur or maybe a homophobic slur, something of that matter, either within a joke or a story or something. Not everybody's been put on tape. Not everybody's a star as Hulk Hogan is. The problems I have with this is people are rushing to judgment saying Hulk Hogan is a racist. Yes, it comes off very bad. And I'm not defending that at all. The way he said it, the context of what he said, dropping the word like that, the all too powerful N-word, he meant it in a negative connotation. No doubt about it. This is a situation where literally Hulk Hogan got caught with his pants down. This all stems from the lawsuit, him suing Gawker over the sex tape. Because these recordings come from the same people, from the same set of recordings. Therefore, he had to have known at some point that this was out there, ready to bite him in the butt. He could have just said, okay, Gawker, we're going to settle. You take my stuff down, we'll settle with you. But no, he pushed his luck. This is what happened when he pushed his luck. All of his skeletons came flying out of the closet. Now, can he be redeemed? Does he really feel that way? Was it a moment of weakness? Was it a moment of maybe he was drugged? Maybe he was drunk? Maybe he was saying something that really didn't project what Hulk Hogan's core values really are? I don't know. I don't know the man personally. I couldn't tell you. The thing of it is, we've seen this way too often in our society. Back in the 1990s, we had O.J. Simpson. Now, whether you believe O.J. is guilty or innocent, not relevant to my story. The story is, leading up to what happened with Nicole Brown, The whole world thought of O.J. Simpson as a great role model. Then the incident when Nicole Brown happened, we see that the public profile isn't exactly what the person really is. And it's been going on and on for years, whether it be Michael Jackson. And again, I'm not condemning or denying or saying people do things that they haven't. Whether it be Gary Glitter, whether it be, I don't know, someone more recently like Hulk Hogan or Michael Richards, who have used very inopportune words or racial slurs, whether it be someone like a Jay Briscoe in the wrestling world that said some anti-gay stuff out there. It just all comes around, whether it be Bill Cosby even. The fact of the matter is, the person you see on television isn't necessarily the real person. That is a character, whether it be professional wrestling, movies, TV, or otherwise. A guy like Ray Rice, people didn't expect him to be beating his girlfriend. However, we see a video that proves he did. You just got to look at this in the context. When you put someone up on that high of a pedestal, it's only that far of a fall down from grace. And final, what I really want to touch on here is the outrage coming from the WWE, totally wiping him out of history, Chris Benoit style. I don't agree with the Chris Benoit wipe. I don't agree with the Hulk Hogan wipe either. Chris Benoit, terrible act. Hulk Hogan, terrible thing. When you have a person on your roster, under your payroll, named Michael P.S. Hayes, who has made racist comments to another person on your roster in Mark Henry, and also rumoredly, all of this is allegedly, so I don't get sued for libel or slander, allegedly tried to get drunk a woman that came out of rehab. And the thing of it is, that guy still works for you. The guy last year in production that made racial comments to Alberto Del Rio still works for the company. Vince McMahon has said the N-word on television. Booker T has said the N-word on television. Now, it's the more friendly, safer version, as they say. That's not neither here or there. That's not the argument. Hulk Hogan got caught with his pants down, saying something he probably shouldn't have, and probably something he really actually regrets. Unfortunately, he's suffering the consequences. WWE's making a bold stand. The only thing is, are they going to stand with it? In 6 months, when the Royal Rumble comes up, and it's over, and it's time to build for WrestleMania, and they want to make WrestleMania 32 the biggest spectacle of them all, is Hulk Hogan going to be welcomed back into the warm, loving arms of WWE like nothing happened? Or are they going to continue to stand by their guns? I think it's going to be the latter. I think that their social outrage will be pushed to the back, and they'll say, well, Hulk Hogan went through sensitivity training, he's a changed man, he's really repentive of what he did, and we want to give him a second chance. When we all know in reality, the second chance is he makes them money. If Hulk Hogan doesn't make the WWE money, he doesn't work there. They won't. If Hulk Hogan was Curtis Axel, and he made the same remarks, we would never ever see Curtis Axel again. Fact of the matter is, in 6 months, 8 months, a year, we're going to see Hulk Hogan right back on WWE TV, and this outrage and the controversy will be died down, and people will be welcoming him back. Basically, that's what I have to say on the topic. My name is George Coles, and this has been a Heel Heat editorial.